Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Scott here from CanGeek.com, and it is Wednesday, May the 10th. Now, tonight is going to be a little bit of a different video than what I usually do. Tonight is actually going to be a tiny bit of a rant, and it is specifically going to be about Hollywood reboots. And this is a subject that has been bothering me for some time now. And I've been having a bit of a difficult time really putting my emotions on this subject into actual words. But I think tonight is the night where I'm ready to do that. So, first and foremost, let me tell you that I'm at the point where I don't think Hollywood would know an original idea if it jumped up and bit them in the ass. And the reason that I'm ready to talk about this tonight and to share my opinion with the World Wide Web is actually the Blade Runner 2049 trailer that was released on Monday afternoon. Now, for the few of you watching this video that may not have seen that trailer yet, I will include a link to the WB YouTube channel down below where you can go and watch this trailer. But I'm assuming that most people have probably seen it by now. And here's what's bothering me about this. So, in no particular order here, Blade Runner, the original film, is always on my top 3 list. So, the top 3 films, or my top 3 favorite films, in no particular order, would be the original Star Wars, A New Hope, the original Superman film starring Christopher Reeve, and Blade Runner. And again, that's in no particular order. So, when it was announced that we were going to get a Blade Runner sequel, 34 years after the last movie, because the original Blade Runner came out in 1982, I was cautiously optimistic. I say cautiously optimistic because it's being done by WB, and Warner Brothers has released 2 films in the last 12 months that I was optimistic about that kind of let me down. I'm of course referring to Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. I am a hardcore DC fan. I love DC, and I was really optimistic and really hopeful for those 2 films, and let's be honest, they were horrible. And it's hard for me not to look at WB turning out another Blade Runner film and view it as anything other than a cash grab. You know, they're after a little more money from my wallet and your wallet. So, maybe Blade Runner would be good, maybe it wouldn't. That's just basically what I'm saying. So, when the trailer released on Monday afternoon, I went and I watched it, and I walked away from it with the sense of impending doom. Here's my theory on what we are going to get from a new Blade Runner film. You're going to have a new Blade Runner played by Ryan Gosling, who develops a relationship with a replicant, very much like Harrison Ford and Sean Young in the original film. That relationship is going to be taboo. It's going to be unacceptable to society's norms at the time. So, in an attempt to save his love, Ryan Gosling is going to go off in search of this mysterious, rumored Blade Runner, William Decker, played by Harrison Ford, and he's going to find him, and he's going to ask him to help him with his problem. Now, maybe that's complete and utter crap, but watching the trailer for this movie right away, that was the sense of what I got. within the first 60 seconds, I felt like this was going to be a recycled script from the original Blade Runner. I hope I'm wrong, but it really is the way I see this. So, no sooner did I watch the trailer for Blade Runner on Monday, then if you're following us on social media, you would have seen today that on the Ken Geek Facebook channel, I posted information about a Hellboy reboot, minus Guillermo del Toro and minus Ron Perlman. This has been rumored for a while, but I guess Del Toro and Perlman said, no, we're out. So the studio's going to move ahead without them, and they're just going to reboot the franchise. Ron Perlman is Hellboy. Just like Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. Okay? There's some people that have created a role that it's going to be massive shoes for anyone else to try and step into, and I cannot see anyone other than Ron Perlman as Hellboy. It's like imagining someone other than Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. My opinion, and I've said this to multiple friends, RDJ built the Marvel Cinematic Universe on his back, on the back of Iron Man. You would not have a Marvel Cinematic Universe if not for Robert Downey Jr. That is my honest opinion here. So then let's move over to another movie that apparently is getting a reboot. The Matrix is getting a reboot, except it's unclear whether it's going to be a prequel, some form of sequel, or a brand new reimagining to the franchise, although the rumor is it's going to be a prequel. But apparently the rumor is also that Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie-Anne Moss, Keanu Reeves, and the Wachowski siblings want nothing to do with it. So if none of these people want anything to do with a Matrix reboot or sequel or prequel, whatever, why the hell are you making it? Last but not least, this one really is provoking me, by the way. The Crow. Posted this to the Ken Geek Facebook page today as well. The Crow is getting an R-rated reboot. Brandon Lee is The Crow. The original Crow film is a cult classic. It is a phenomenal movie. Sadly, it is also the movie that cost Brandon his life, and I am a huge Brandon Lee fan, just like I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan. But as sad as it is that Brandon lost his life on the set of The Crow, if you're going to go out that way, you couldn't have gone out with a better film than The Crow. It was a phenomenal movie when it was released. It is still an epic movie today. The 3 or 4 sequels that they turned out for this series after the original Crow were garbage. So let's wait a few years, which is exactly what Hollywood has done. Let the dust settle. And now it's time for a reboot. No, it's not. Do not reboot that film. Leave it alone. My issue here is this, folks. Hollywood is coming up with too many reboots. Not enough original ideas. They're recycling scripts. They're recycling movie titles. Come on, guys. Come up with an original movie. That's what we want as consumers. Originality. Agree or disagree? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you agree with what I've had to say tonight. What film do you think is deserving of a reboot, as much as I hate to say that? Is there a movie you'd want to see rebooted? Or, do you agree with me? Don't reboot any films. Get original. Guys, thanks for watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button and head over to kengeek.com, and remember to follow us on social media. You guys have an amazing evening. Ciao.